Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So, as you all know, in last lecture we started our chapter motion. Okay. So there what we did in last lecture, first of all we defined what is motion, then we defined distance and displacement, and we did some examples on that. Okay. So later we described what is motion and what is non-uniform motion, and at last I said to you that there are three terms which we will be studying one by one, and those are speed, velocity and acceleration. So speed I covered in last lecture. There we discussed about speed and what is average speed, and later I discussed some problems. Those problems are actually good problems and you should solve them on your own. It will be beneficial for you. Okay. So in last lecture we discussed speed. So today what we do? Today we will discuss remaining two terms, velocity and acceleration. Okay. So now as I told you that speed is a, I told you already that speed is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude. It doesn't have direction. Actually, first of all, you should know what is scalar and vector quantities. Scalar quantities are those quantities which have only magnitude. Scalar quantities क्या होती हैं? जिनके सिर्फ magnitude होता है. And vector quantities क्या होती हैं? जिनके magnitude भी होता है and direction भी होती है. Okay? Clear? So अब हम डिफाइन करेंगे व्हाट इज वेलोसिटी. ओके. सो अब आपको स्पीड गिवन है तो आपको ये तो पता है कि बॉडी किस स्पीड से मूव कर रही है, और बट एक्चुअली सपोज स्पीड इज गिवन टू यू, सो इट स्पीड एक्चुअली गिव्स अस आइडिया हाउ फास्ट और स्लो एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूविंग. सो दिस आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, बट इट डजंट गिव अस आइडिया अबाउट in which direction it is moving. Okay. So actually in order to know the exact position of the car, we should know its magnitude also and direction also. For this we come with term velocity. Okay. So what is, so now we will define velocity. So velocity of a body is a distance traveled by it per unit time in a given direction, means it has some direction. So what is velocity? Distance traveled in given direction upon time taken. Also, and distance traveled in given direction can be called as displacement, because what is displacement? Displacement is change in position, means final position minus initial position. Okay. In short, we can write it velocity equal to displacement upon time. So actually it is speed of velocity will be again same as SI unit of velocity will be same as that of speed, because again it is the ratio of distance upon time. So therefore its unit will be, SI unit will be again meter per second. Okay. Or we can say that if speed is high, we can write it as kilometer per hour, or if speed is less, we can write it in centimeter per second. Okay. So again I will tell you, if you want to note down anything, what you can do, you have to pause the video and note it down. I will be providing you notes also, but if you want to copy from this, here also you can copy. Now we will discuss. So as I already told you, speed is a scalar quantity because it has magnitude only, and velocity is a vector quantity because it has magnitude as well as direction. Okay. So now suppose expression is, I tell you that the speed is 15 kilometer per hour, then it is only speed because it doesn't tell you in which direction the speed is there. But suppose I tell you 15 kilometer per hour towards north, then it becomes velocity because it has direction. Okay. So the direction of velocity will be same as the direction of displacement of the body. This is again the important point. Now we will define what is uniform velocity. So we will define it. A body has a uniform velocity if it travels in a specific direction in a straight line and moves over equal distances in equal interval of time. तो समझ में आया नहीं? ओके. सो फर्स्ट लेट अस टेक व्हाट इज यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. किसी भी बॉडी को हम कहेंगे कि वो यूनिफॉर्म है, कब कहेंगे? व्हेन अ बॉडी ट्रेवल्स इन स्ट्रेट लाइन. ओके. सो suppose this is a particular body and it is moving in this direction. Okay. Like this it is moving. So if it is moving in an specified direction in a straight line, this is the straight path, and it is moving in this particular direction, means it is not direction. Okay, so also also it is covering equal distances in equal interval of time, so that's why we can call it as uniform velocity. Okay, तो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी कब कहेंगे, जब बॉडी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट शुड ट्रेवल इन स्ट्रेट लाइन, सेकंड it should travel in specified direction, means it should move in fixed direction, its direction should not change. Velocity actually, as I already told you, velocity is a vector quantity, so it will have direction also. So अगर यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी है तो इसकी डायरेक्शन भी सेम रहनी चाहिए, इट शुड ट्रेवल इन स्ट्रेट लाइन एंड इट शुड कवर इक्वल डिस्टेंसेस इन इक्वल इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है, नाउ वेलोसिटी है, नाउ what I told you, velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, velocity is a vector quantity, so it will have magnitude also and it will have direction also. So how many ways velocity can be changed? If we change the magnitude, then its velocity can also be changed, or if we change the direction of a body, then also velocity can be changed. समझ में नहीं आना? Okay, let me tell you once again. Suppose if we want to change the velocity of a body, how we can change it? So there are two ways to change the velocity of a body. There are two ways to change the velocity of a body. First, by changing the magnitude, we can change the velocity of body, and by changing the direction, we can change the velocity of a body, because velocity is a vector quantity, so it will have magnitude and direction. So let us take, suppose a body is moving with 5 meter per second, next second it moves with 8 meter per second, next second it becomes 10 meter per second, and next second it becomes 9 meter per second. Since the body is moving continuously moving in a straight line, but its velocity is changing, therefore we can say that since speed is continuously changing, we can say that its velocity is changing. Although it is moving in a straight line, but its speed is not constant, so therefore we can say that velocity is not constant. Now let us take, a body is moving in a circular path. Suppose someone is running in a circular path with a speed of 5 meter per second. So at this point also speed is 5 meter per second, at this point also speed is 5 meter per second, at this point also, and so at all these points, even though speed is constant, but what about direction? Direction is changing continuously. Here look, here the speed is in 5 meter per second, but the speed is in north direction. Here the speed is in west direction, here it is in south direction, here it is in east direction. So how we will define direction? Like this: east, west, north and south. Here speed is constant but direction is changing. Actually circular motion we will discuss in somewhat detail in last lecture, so it will come to you, you can understand there. So here speed is constant but direction is changing, so therefore we can say that velocity is also changing. Okay, now what we will do, we will discuss problems on velocity. Okay, now read the problem. It says that a car travels a distance of 200 km from Delhi to Ambala towards north in 5 hours. Calculate speed and velocity of the car for this journey. So first we will calculate speed. So speed is simply distance traveled upon time taken. So distance traveled is 200 km and time taken is 500 hours. So 200 upon 5 will give you 40. So this is 40 km per hour. So speed is 40 km per hour. Okay, now so speed, or we can say that average speed. Now we want to calculate velocity. Okay, so velocity is displacement upon time taken. Now since the body is traveling in a straight path and it is not changing direction, तो अगर बॉडी स्ट्रेट पाथ में मूव कर रही है और डायरेक्शन चेंज नहीं कर रही है, तो डिस्टेंस विल बी इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके, So the displacement here will also be 200 kilometer, and time taken is also 5 hour, but this will give you 200 kilometer. Displacement is 200 kilometer towards north, because what is displacement? Displacement is a vector quantity, so it will have direction also. So therefore velocity is also vector quantity and it will have direction. So 200 upon 5 will give you 40 kilometer per hour. So therefore velocity will be towards north, because velocity is a vector quantity, so we have to write its direction also. Okay, now let us take another example. So here a bus covers a distance of 200 km from Delhi to Jaipur towards west in 5 hours in the morning and return to Delhi in the evening, covering the same distance of 250 km in the same time of 5 hours. Suppose a body starts from Delhi and it goes to Jaipur. ठीक है, it is 250 km and time taken to move from Delhi to Jaipur is 5 hours, and again from Jaipur it returns to Delhi again in 5 hours. Okay, so now we have to calculate average speed and average velocity. So first we will calculate average speed. So average speed will be total distance traveled upon total time taken. Okay, so what is total distance? First it moved 250 km there and it returned to Delhi in again with a distance of 250 km. So total distance will be 250 km plus 250 km, and time taken to move from Delhi to Jaipur is 5 hours, and from Jaipur to Delhi again it is 5 hours. So total time will be 5 hours plus 5 hours. So this will give you 500 km upon 10 hours. So the speed will be 50 km per hour. Okay, so the average speed will be 50 km per hour. Now this will be interesting now. Okay, average velocity. So first of all we will write the formula for average velocity. Average velocity will be total displacement upon total time taken. So what is total displacement? Actually it started from Delhi, it went to Jaipur, and again it reached Delhi. So the initial position is here and final position will be here. So total displacement will be 0 and total time taken will be 5 hours plus 5 hours. So this will give you 0 upon 10 km per hour. So the average velocity will be 0 km per hour. Okay, so the average velocity will be, so as I told you already that distance can never be 0 but displacement can be 0. Similarly like that average speed can never be 0 but average velocity can be 0. Why average velocity can be 0? Because average displacement can be 0. Clear? So this is velocity. Now we'll come to last term, which is acceleration. Okay, now if velocity is constant, then we can say that body is moving with average velocity. But when the velocity of body is increasing, the body is said to be accelerating. Suppose a body is moving with speed of 10 meter per second continuously. It means उसकी velocity क्या है? Constant है. So हम कहेंगे कि बॉडी भाई कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रही है. बट सपोज आप मूव कर रहे हैं वेलोसिटी से 10 से, नाउ नेक्स्ट सेकंड क्या होता है, वेलोसिटी 12 हो जाती है, नेक्स्ट सेकंड अगेन 14 हो जाती है, अगेन 16 हो जाती है, अगेन 18 हो जाती है. सो व्हाट हैपन्स एक्चुअली, इट्स वेलोसिटी इज कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीजिंग. सो इफ वेलोसिटी इज इंक्रीजिंग कंटिन्यूसली, हम कहते हैं कि भाई वेलोसिटी क्या हो रही है, एक्सिलरेट हो रही है. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज द टर्म एक्सिलरेशन. ओके, so now we will define what is acceleration. So acceleration of a body is defined as rate of change of velocity with time. Okay, so acceleration is simply change in velocity upon time taken. So change in velocity will be what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. So if we take final velocity as v, initial velocity as u, and time taken as t, so acceleration can be defined as v minus u upon 2. Now come to some important point, what will be the SI unit. So since average velocity, acceleration is what? Acceleration is the ratio of velocity upon time. Now velocity is in meter per second and time is in second. So when meter per second will be divided by second, so it will become meter per second square. So SI unit will be meter per second square, or another smaller unit can be centimeter per second square, or bigger unit can be kilometer per hour square. Now just like displacement, since here in formula of acceleration, here we have used term velocity, and we know that velocity is a vector quantity, so therefore acceleration will also be a vector quantity. So therefore it is written that acceleration is a vector quantity. Clear? Now so suppose when a body is मूविंग विद यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी मतलब कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी. अगर कोई बॉडी कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रही है तो एक्सीलरेशन कितना होगा? जीरो. क्यों भाई? कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रही है तो इट सपोज आप एग्जांपल लीजिए, बॉडी कंटिन्यूसली 10 मीटर पर सेकंड से मूव कर रही है. सो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी भी 10 होगी, फाइनल वेलोसिटी भी 10 होगी, तो उनका डिफरेंस कितना होगा? जीरो. सो and what is acceleration? Change in velocity upon time taken. So the difference v minus u is 0. So therefore acceleration भी क्या होगा? उसका 0 होगा. ओके. बट अगर वेलोसिटी अगर कांस्टेंट नहीं है, कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीज हो रही है, तो हम कहेंगे कि वेलोसिटी इज एक्सीलरेटेड. ओके. नाउ we will define terms uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so first of all we will define what is uniform acceleration. A body has uniform acceleration if it travels in a straight line, ठीक है, and its velocity increases by equal amounts in equal interval of time. Means velocity तो चेंज हो रही है, वेलोसिटी चेंज हो रही है, बट वो इक्वल इंटरवल में इक्वल स्पीड से चेंज हो रही है. सपोज इस स्टैंड पे वेलोसिटी 10 मीटर पर सेकंड है, नेक्स्ट इंस्टेंट इट बिकम्स 20 मीटर पर सेकंड, नेक्स्ट इंस्टेंट इट बिकम्स 30 मीटर पर सेकंड, नेक्स्ट इंस्टेंट इट बिकम्स 40 मीटर. So here speed is increasing, but it is increasing by equal amounts of time. So we can say that there is uniform acceleration. Okay. So now there are some examples of uniform acceleration. When a body falls from a top of a building or any height, then it's an example of uniform motion. Or suppose if you are on bicycle and there is slope on the road, then if you are not pedaling, then what happens? Your velocity is continuously increasing. ठीक है. अगर आप ढलान पर हैं और आप पैडल यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आपकी वेलोसिटी क्या होगी? कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीज होगी. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन. ओके. और किसी ढलान पे से अगर आप बॉल को छोड़ते हैं तो इट्स वेलोसिटी क्या होती है? कंटिन्यूसली इंक्रीज होती है. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन. ओके. सो नाउ व्हाट इज नॉन यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन? सो इट इज सिंपल. सपोज एक इंस्टेंट पे स्पीड है 10 मीटर पर सेकंड, नेक्स्ट इंस्टेंट पे है 20 मीटर पर सेकंड, उसके बाद आती है 22 मीटर पर सेकंड, देन अगेन सपोज 35 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो हियर द चेंज इन वेलोसिटी इज not same. Here it is change of 10 meter per second, here it is change of 2 meter per second, here it is change of 30 meter per second. So change in velocity is not constant, so therefore we can say that body is in non uniform acceleration. ठीक है, नोट कर लिया. ओके. सो now actually there are two terms related to acceleration. So first was I told you acceleration and the another is retardation. There is only slight difference between acceleration and retardation. They both are actually same. So actually when speed increases continuously, so then definitely there will be acceleration. So that will be known as positive acceleration. Okay. Means if speed is increasing, we call it as acceleration. Suppose what happens, speed decrease भी तो हो सकती है ना. सपोज एक इंस्टेंट पे स्पीड है 40 मीटर पर सेकेंड, नेक्स्ट इंस्टेंट पे स्पीड हो रही है 30 मीटर पर सेकेंड, एंड देन इट रिड्यूसेस टू 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड, एंड देन इट रिड्यूसेस टू 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है, स्पीड कंटिन्यूसली रिड्यूस हो रही है. सो स्पीड रिड्यूस हो रही है तो हम कहेंगे हाँ भाई एक्सीलरेशन तो है, बट हियर द एक्सीलरेशन विल बी नेगेटिव. वाई नेगेटिव? बिकॉज वेलोसिटी इज डिक्रीजिंग. वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज हो रही है तो एक्सीलरेशन भी नेगेटिव होगा. तो उस नेगेटिव एक्सीलरेशन को ही हम क्या कहते हैं, रिटार्डेशन कहते हैं. ओके, सो अगर वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज हो रही है तो हम कौन सी टर्म यूज करते हैं, एक्सीलरेशन. इफ वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज हो रही है तो हम यूज करते हैं रिटार्डेशन. सो ओके, रिटार्डेशन क्या है, इट इज एक्चुअली एक्सीलरेशन विद negative sign. Okay, so here I written retardation is actually acceleration with negative sign. Okay, so the negative value of acceleration shows that average velocity of the body is decreasing. ठीक है, now we will define average velocity also. Actually if अगर किसी बॉडी की वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म रेट से चेंज हो रही है ना, मीन्स इट इज चेंजिंग, कॉन्स्टेंट इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है. इंक्रीमेंट क्या है, कांस्टेंट है. किसी बॉडी की स्पीड का इंक्रीमेंट अगर कांस्टेंट है तो होता क्या है, वी कैन डिफाइन एवरेज वेलोसिटी. हम वहाँ पे भी एवरेज वेलोसिटी को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. सो एवरेज वेलोसिटी को कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे, अगर इंक्रीमेंट कांस्टेंट है तो इट इज़ द अर्थमेटिक मीन ऑफ इनिशियल एंड फाइनल वेलोसिटी. सपोज इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज u, फाइनल वेलोसिटी इज v, so average velocity will be u plus v upon 2. ठीक है, just note it down. Now we'll do another question on acceleration. Okay, it is now read the question. A driver decreases the speed of the car from it decreases the speed of a car from 25 meter per second to 10 meter per second in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration of the car. So now here you will come to know the concept of retardation actually. Okay, so now actually your speed is decreasing from 25 meter per second to 10 meter per second. Okay, so initial velocity will be u, it is 25 मीटर पर सेकेंड. तो 25 मीटर पर सेकेंड से 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड हो रही है, तो फाइनल वेलोसिटी कितनी होगी आपकी, इट इज 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड. ओके, नाउ यू हैव टू चेक दैट सिंस वेलोसिटी इज इन मीटर पर सेकेंड, so distance should be in meter and time should be in second. Now it is given that time is 5 seconds, so there is no need to change the units. Okay, so now time t is given to you, it is 5 seconds. Okay, so now what you have to calculate, acceleration. So acceleration will be v minus u upon t. So final velocity is 10 minus initial velocity is 25, so t is 5. Okay, so this will give you minus 15 upon 5 meter per second square. Okay, so this will give you minus 3 meter per second square. So there are two things which you can say. You can say that acceleration equal to minus 3 meter per second square, or directly you can say that retardation equal to 3 meter per second square. Okay, here acceleration is negative, but when you use that, जब आप acceleration तो आपका है minus 3 meter per second square, but आप जब retardation term use करते हैं ना, तो it directly means कि acceleration is negative. So when you use the term retardation, वहाँ पे नेगेटिव साइन लगाने की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो अंडरस्टूड होता है कि इट इज नेगेटिव. ओके, सो आई होप एक्सीलरेशन भी आपको क्लियर होगा. सो नाउ इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर व्हाट वी विल डू, we will derive the equations of motion and then we will do some problems. Okay, so if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.